Domo arigato, Mr. Nakamoto. Domo arigato, Mr. Nakamoto.
Search for my face in the shadows and lights, but I left no trail, no name, no goodbyes. I gave you the keys, the white paper's fire. Now you fight over blocks, over forks, over wire. I'm killer, I was here, but I never was here. The Genesis block holds the truth crystal clear. I'm hiding in plain sight, encrypted and gone. You can hunt me forever, but the game carries on. Domo arigato, Mr. Nakamoto. Secret, secret, I've been secret, secret. Domo arigato, Mr. Nakamoto. Secret, secret, I've been secret, secret. I'm not a man, I'm a ghost in the chain. You can never catch me, you'll never know my name. Domo arigato, Mr. Nakamoto. Secret, secret, secret. I watched you build towers on my silent code. Exchanges and wallets, you carried the load. You called me a savior, then a myth, then a lie. But every new block still carries my eye. I gave you the future, decentralized dream. Now you fight over power, over who reigns supreme. I'm killer, I was here, but I never was here. The Genesis block holds the truth crystal clear. I'm hiding in plain sight, encrypted and gone. You can hunt me forever, but the game carries on. Domo arigato, Mr. Nakamoto. Secret, secret, I've been secret, secret. Domo arigato, Mr. Nakamoto. Secret, secret, I've been secret, secret. I'm not a man, I'm a ghost in the chain. You can never catch me, you'll never know my name. Domo arigato, Mr. Nakamoto. Secret, secret, secret. They say I'm dead. They say I'm alive. They say I'm CIA. They say I'm fire. But the truth is simple. The code is free. I gave you the keys. Now you belong to me. Domo arigato, Mr. Nakamoto. Secret, secret, I've been secret, secret. Domo arigato, Mr. Nakamoto. Secret, secret, I've been secret, secret. I'm not a man, I'm a ghost in the chain. You can never catch me, you'll never know my name. Domo arigato, Mr. Nakamoto. Secret, secret, secret. Secret, secret, secret. I can't get no all connection. I can't get no satisfaction. 'Cause I try, and I try, and I try, and I try. I can't get no. When I'm scrolling my feed in the dead of the night, see a green flash pop, think it's finally right. I smash the buy button, full send, no fear. Then it dumps in 10 minutes, wipes away the year. I watch the influencers flash their rented rise. They scream, this is the one, while my portfolio dies. Try to time the bottom, try to catch the wave, but the whales just dump hard and dig in my grave. I can't get no all connection. I can't get no satisfaction. I can't get no moonshot traction. I can't get no all connection. No, no, no. I switch to the next one, shiny new name. Pump for an hour, then it's back in the drain. Diamond hands bleeding, paper hands laugh. I refresh the chart like it's my epitaph. Ads for cold storage, ads for the course. Guru selling signals that change every source. I read every white paper, chase every thread. Still end up wrecked, wishing I was dead. I can't get no all kind action. I can't get no satisfaction. I can't get no real accumulation. I can't get no all kind action. No, no, no. When I'm riding the bus, phone burning my palm. Some smooth talking Schiller dropping another bomb. He's got his yacht club, his private jet view, while I'm staring at zero, wondering what to do. And he tells me more and more about some worthless token, and I'm wondering why my life is always broken. Yeah, he's telling me more and more about some worthless token. I can't get no relief from the 24 screen. Notification screaming like a bad dream. Every dip's a trap, every pump's a tease. Still I reload the wallet, still begging please. Try to find the alpha, try to beat the game, but the game's rigged sideways, always the same. I can't get
The ringing of the cowbell.
all coin action. I can't get no satisfaction. I can't get no portfolio traction. All coin action. No, 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 hey. Hey, hey, hey. That's what I say. I can't get no. I can't get no all coin action. No satisfaction. Yeah.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
All the green I used to know, now just numbers falling, falling slow. Maybe I held too long. Maybe I chased the wrong song. Maybe this market never cared at all for the dreams I pinned.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, frogs and squirrels, we caught the microphone that it was off. Hey, you thought it was going to last a few minutes, didn't you? Sitting here talking to myself. I'm excited to have you here. Thank you for being here. Pardon the silent mime skit that we just did there. Part of the show, folks, ladies and gentlemen. Got some exciting news for you tonight, live in our Telegram group. I am building the ultimate trading community. We're doing what others have failed to do this whole time. Not just signals. Yeah, those little grifters out there selling these little signal groups and whatever. Okay, we're going to have some signals. But education, I've got my AI bots over there. I'm going to talk to you about it. I need some beta testers. I need some people to come in and test this out because I just built something amazing and released it tonight. But before then, let's go ahead and take a look at, before we get into that, take a look at Bitcoin, what it is or is not or may not be doing over here. So the scary night last night, I mean, calls were coming in, shorting the bottoms as always. The morning guru shorting the bottom over here, which did not work out. The analysis that we were looking at and talking about last night, which would not change, 886 Fibonacci retracement. We came under. No, we did. But I think during the show last night, it was during the show we were kind of above it a little bit. We played around with this area. Looks scary. Everybody gets scared down here. I mean, you got calls to 50,000, 70,000. I mean, 74 is on the table for an idea. But so is a bounce right here off of support. Right now, we are holding. I was looking for the idea. We could be coming down here. Still could happen. I don't see a sign of it just yet. It actually looks like this one's trying to take right here for a bottom. But this is the larger 888 resistance. We got two 888 fibs here from some bigger pools, right? You can't see it because we're on the 3-minute time frame. We're on the Degens stuff. You got to zoom out to see all this magical stuff. That's where this stuff come from zooming out. So this purple line here is the 886 from this pattern. This was the harmonic pattern that took us to our all-time high. When last time they scared the bejesus out of us and we were down at 74,000. Do you guys remember that? I mean, we've been there before. We've already been there before. And that was where, just assuming we're going to go. Uh-oh, don't move that. Let me put that back where I got it. But that was the start. And from that bottom, we went all the way up here. 24, pulled back about 38%, almost. And they're in the ranges to take it. Let me dial you in. And then we came up for a higher high, 1.13 Fibonacci. And from there, we made a nasty pattern down here with a target at the 886 Fibonacci. And that's where we fell down to when the whole world was crashing. And I remember I was trying to figure it out. There were all these levels that I was hoping that it would do. I wasn't looking at this pattern then. I was looking at some other stuff. And yeah, we blew through it. But then I realized what we had going on there and realized, man, yeah, the people that had the foresight to see this, and I didn't quite have that foresight at the top. We were looking at this because it hit our top fib areas, but hell, I didn't have the conviction just to get all out of crypto at that time, to be honest with you. Should have, woulda, coulda, shoulda. But at that time, you're looking and everybody's calling, I'm going to 140,000 this time. The flag to the upside. Yeah, we're bullish. Yeah. The whole world was bullish. But nobody wanted to buy at one point, right? Remember? But anyway, we crashed down to that target, and then we've been rising up, and then, of course, we had our other drop, right? And just like the last time when we dropped down to 84,000, you know, the sky's falling. And I can understand the reason for that. Okay. Because we are ticking off those bear market boxes, right? So you got a lot of people that are here bearish on 4-year cycle. Oh, we're definitely going down. We're going down to 30,000, maybe even down to 12,000. I'm hearing these numbers coming out on some of these people's faces, and I'm like, gosh, really? I mean, it happens every cycle. You've always got people that are going to the extreme on both sides. The ones calling for $300,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year, and also the ones calling for $3,000 Bitcoin or it going to zero. What's your name? Peter Schiff. Good ass coffee, ladies and gentlemen. It's what I just had here. You should get some too.
The morning's gray. The clock's a foe.
Taking a coffee break.
The world outside moves slow, so slow. But there's a spark, a golden glow. Good ass coffee's here, you know. Oh, the best part of waking up is good ass coffee in your cup.
Good. Oh gosh, that's skunky. Good ass coffee, ladies and gentlemen. It's what you need in your life to keep you up all dang night long. With the Road Dawg. It's decaf, but oh my gosh, it's fuming in here. How we doing, everybody, tonight? So to continue where I was at, the area that we just bounced off of, this area that we found traction on, that we talked about last night. The local 886 Fibonacci. And this qualifies as a type 2 return for a harmonic pattern, which to me is just further confirmation that we got a chance to knock this guy out and maybe even go higher. I don't know if it's going to do that. It doesn't have to do that. We got two main local targets to look at to get paid from before we start looking at the higher targets up here and even higher than the new all-time high. But I will lay them out for you right here, and we'll post them over to the Telegram group to document this. But as we see it now, our high to low, we're going to lay out our old fib lines right here. It looks like I already got a 618 from this top to that bottom, and it's coming in right at that yellow line is a 618 fib from top to bottom here. Let me show you. When I put my Fibonacci from, let me try that again. When I pull my Fibonacci from high to low, tell me where price is going to go. You have to say that incantation or it doesn't work for you. You have to say it. Fibonacci, swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. And right here, my yellow line goes at that little yellow line right there, 618. That is our main target, one of our main targets from our local targets. Let me go ahead and put the other local target that I'm looking at over here. I'm going to do the same thing here that I'm going to do in the bigger time frame, because this is a wash, rinse, repeat guide to success. This is an easy strategy. It's not a hard strategy. It may look complicated. That's just because you just hadn't hung around here enough. It will come to you. It will. If you're trying to learn it, I will teach it to you. All right, so we did that, right? I'm going to do that same thing on this bigger Fibonacci. Let me make it so I don't get everything confused. Let me knock this line. Well, you're a 2. I'll just make this one bigger. So on this one, I'm going to make these thick-ass lines. But right here, we got confluence. When we get two things telling us that two different things pointing at the same price level, that's called confluence. And that's usually part of the secret sauce. I'm just saying. The more you know. There is our first major target. That's at 97. Our 618 for this bigger pool. And these are the two major targets to definitely focus on getting paid, right? Because things can go south. As you can see, we already made it up to our 382. We already hit our first target right there. Isn't that awesome? You didn't even know it, did you? Unless you were watching the show, because we talked about it. And she got rejected. Now that's a deep correction, right? It is, and it looks scary, bear flaggish. It looks bear flag as hell. And that's what a lot of the pattern traders have been trying to call and play and everything else. And a lot of people have some successful shorts from 97 down to 84. That's a pretty good range to have a little short. It's also a pretty good range to have some long if we come from 83 and go back up to 95, 97 too, wouldn't you say? Yeah, the little bulls can get your revenge on them shorts because they're going to get squeezed up there. It's only a 15% move. It's not that bad. Not that much in the world of crypto. But that's our two major local targets. Now, there's also these juicy areas over here. Most notably for me, I'd be looking right here at this one, the 886, the way that these Fibonacci's are forming now. Since we bounced off of a 382, it tells me we're likely going to have a shark pattern if we're going to do this at all, an inverse pattern here, reciprocal pattern that could take us up to this 88 Fibonacci level, 88% is basically what it is, $121,000. Now, am I calling it? Am I saying it definite? No, I'm not. We're talking in possibilities and probabilities. But those numbers are leaning more on our side now since we got our higher low. Now, we still got some more confirmations to wait for. I'm not saying that. But if you're a little Degen front runner, kind of like I am, and like to buy these bottoms, I'm just saying this is looking gosh darn sexy. And my money hit on my iTrust account, so I've been buying some Bitcoin today. I didn't get it as cheap as I wanted it, though. I didn't know my monies was there, but it was, and so I'm happy. Now, our first target on the upside for a higher high we want to take a look at is going to be that 1.113. And might that be the cycle high? I don't know. I've got some Degens analysis, or not from him, of course, he's dead, but based on his stuff that suggests that in July we're going to be somewhere around 180,000. I don't know if it's going to be true or not. I don't know why I keep erasing that, but I'm definitely going to pay attention. So these are my targets. On the bigger scale of things, we got to get back up to 97. So we'll actually make a target higher high. We'll kind of dial that in on the local time frames. But these are our major targets, major pivot points for Bitcoin over these next few weeks, as high as we can get, baby. And if we get past 97, our next target is 108. If we can get past 108, our next target is 121, and we can expect pullbacks because that's what these points are. They are pivot points. These are the places where we see peaks happen. Pivot point, pivot point, pivot point, pivot point, pivot point. You just got to know how to find them. Pivot point, pivot point. I can show you how to find them. And 886 pivot area right over here. But the major one to really look at, if we are able to get a higher high and all the moon boys will be coming out at 132, flags to the upside, calling for 180 or something crazy or whatever. And then you'll have some that will probably a little bit more realistic saying, nah, this is probably it. It probably will be it for a little minute. I'm just saying that's a good place to get a rejection. It's kind of the same thing we did over here. And I don't know. But anyway, that's what I'm looking for. And what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm going to take a picture of this. I'm going to copy this image, and this time, this little sucker should work like a charm. And I'm going to come over to our Telegram group because I got some exciting news to tell you about the Telegram group, which is free, by the way, but it is about to blow all your paid trading groups out of the water for what is going on over here. All right, so I'm going to come over to Mr. Cooter, and I'm going to I'm just going to paste my chart. This started just so I can make it easier to stream at night. And I'm just going to type in just a little information. Some of it I don't have to because it's smart. It's very smart. And I'm on. Let me get my time frame. Sometimes it doesn't read my time frames. If the chart's covering them, it gets confused sometimes. Big picture of things with fib targets. All right, so that's my summary, or that's my outlook for Bitcoin, and that's what it has been for a while. Although it gets scary, and there's reason to be scared. And like I said, there are valid boxes, bearish boxes to be or tick boxes to be checked off that we're in a bear market. I can't fault anybody for doing that. I've got to actually applaud them because last cycle, a lot of people were in denial at this stage, and maybe I am. And maybe a lot of us still are. It could still be the state. We are at the we are at the state of this market where we could be easily misled and be in denial. That's why we got to be real and pay very close attention to what these charts are telling us. But combining this idea, and this is our main trend line right here. And I'm going to blow this sucker up right there real big so we can all see it. We've still got work to do to get back into that trend line. It's not in the park yet. We are still below it, and that's bearish. Now, I could carry it on down to this wick, and then I could carry it down to this wick, but I'm not going to do that. This is all the leeway that I'm going to give it. And what I'm looking for is for us to get past this 382 area, get back in here. If we can get up to that 618, we made it back in here. This will incite a mother of all short squeezes probably to take us up like it did here, and maybe a little higher, maybe to come and test our daily 200 moving average, because that's what usually happens. It being above the 360, which will bump into about 100,100 where it is right now, probably be about 100,000 or less by the time we get there if we do. But that 200 moving average is coming in right around $104,000. And about 103 is one that we come across a lot in our analysis. If we do come back up in that into that area, you know, we can go from bodies to bodies to establish the angle of a channel that we'll be in, which will offer some resistance. There's a little wiggle room to be had when we extend that to the angles on the wicks. We carry that down. We see the resistance is up ahead here at 88,000. And we carry it to the bottom, and we don't have enough touches to do anything, but that would be ultimately the big-ass channel that we could be in. We're being out of this channel. You know, we are, but these channels have little sections, man. I'm just saying, the angles stay true. And yeah, you got to, if you're going to do trend lines, learn about angles. Learn about angles. They will help you be more precise and a little bit predictive. But now we're starting to make a little bit more of a channel, a little off, a little wonky. It's got some stuff to do, right? It's got some. It's still. We're not out of the woods yet. But for me, I like the confirmations I'm seeing. I like that we're bouncing off this 800, very strong support moving average that we got, in combination with our Fibonacci support areas, in combination with the completion type 2 retest of that area for our harmonic bullish pattern, just confirmed with upward targets. I'm bullish until they give me reason not to be. I'm playing this bitch. I'm going to get some traction out of this. But what I'm going to look for, so that we're not getting all too moon boy, we know that this big trend line over here, this big one right over here, we can come up to there and roll over. And now that might end up being another higher low from here when we get back. It could be, or it could be the rejection that sends us lower. That's what we got to watch out for next. So really, I only have confirmations to be bullish up to about 88,000 at the moment. And we're sitting at 84. And we'll take the others into consideration after we see what happens to price over here. But from what I'm seeing here and the bigger pictures that I'm putting together, by the time we get there and kind of bounce and hang around and scare people a little bit, it may suddenly turn bullish with a mother of all short squeezes. That's what I'm seeing now, Bitcoin. Hope that's something a little bit different than maybe you've been hearing today, because I know there's lots of different takes on this market out there, and a lot of people are just dead ass tired of it. And you got reason to be, because altcoins have just been in the dirt over here. But I got some good news for altcoins too. Had to redo my little pattern there, but that one was the deeper one. It went down to this 127 right here, and now we got a confirmation idea. We, ladies and gentlemen, should be at the bottom for altcoins. Confident enough that I'll call it as such, because it would take very little to disprove me. All it's got to do is just drop below my D point, and I'll say, well, I guess I was wrong. But right now we're bouncing off of where it should be bouncing off of, and we should be heading back up. Well, several $1 billion on the crypto market cap here, and I'm still looking. We talked about this last night. 869. So I do expect to see some altcoins action. Now, no, you've been hearing that for the longest from everybody, and even from me when I was looking at support over here to hold, but it didn't. It did for a minute. We got some action out of it, but now this should be there. But we do remember these patterns. Sometimes they do the double bottom, the type 2 return. Yeah, I don't ever know if it's going to do it or not. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just recover from here, and you never see it come back down here again. But a lot of times around that 382 Fibonacci right through there, they will come back, pull back at their higher low, full double bottom or whatever retest, and then we do it. So if you understand this ahead of time, and you can kind of make some rules, the guidelines, what to do over the next few weeks as this market plays out, when we start coming up in altcoins, you know to get paid instead of ride the roller coaster, and then you can buy some when we come back down. So we're looking for signs of rejection over here. If we start seeing them, well, then, I mean, you got options to short, or, you know, just sell some of your bag and then wait and buy back. Build that bag up while you got the chances. Make these tiny, because my gosh, your altcoins are cheap as crap right now. I was looking at a bag. I know that I probably put $50 in this bag, and it's worth about $5 now. And I'm sitting there at this point, looking at this. I don't have a problem putting another $5 in there just to match it right now. It'd be the same me putting another $50 in from where I remember it was, right? Maybe by the time it gets back up to where we were, well, I've doubled my bag. So if you got some things underwater, I honestly believe you're at a place, we'll have to look at each individual chart to make that distinction, but I actually believe you're at a place to where you might be able to salvage some of those bags if you got some capital to put back into them. Now, if you don't, we just got to sit there and, ride the roller coaster, but the roller coaster should be taking us uphill. We're going to check a few other indices here just for validation, but that's one of the signs, all right? We want to look at Bitcoin dominance, make sure that one's working with us too. What are you doing, Bitcoin dominance? And that's this guy right here. This guy's not cooperating just yet. Okay, so this will be probably the rain on our parade if it happens. We need this sucker to be coming down for our altcoins to do really well. So if it doesn't, that means they're going to be a lot more sluggish. They can still go up when Bitcoin dominance goes up, but as general, it's not good. All right, and they usually suffer as this one goes up, especially if it makes a big move up. And this one seems to be breaking, but it's making higher lows, people. That's bullish for this little guy, right? And you're in a, well, no, that's not a pattern. You're a breakout of the bigger pattern. You're a breakout of a channel right there, a lackluster one. And you're squeezing. If I get rid of that line, you see more like a triangle. And it's more of an equilateral triangle. And those little suckers are testy AF. Notice that price did come in from the top. It could be as a continuation pattern. That's how we need it to play out. That's exactly what we need here. We need this to be a continuation pattern, a continuation triangle to the downside. Will it be? I don't know, man. These higher lows make me wonder. And we're heading back up to this. This has been the whole bane right here. This 60% area for Bitcoin dominance has been the whole bane for altcoins. Because ever since we started coming up over here and keep getting higher, it's just been killing the altcoins. This was June 2025. You remember, that was bad. This was May of 2025. That was bad. This is February 2025. That was bad. Not good for altcoins. So we need some rejection out of here. So we got to be cautious as altcoins, but I'm telling you, I see the early signs here and I like what I'm seeing. So let's start looking at some altcoin setups over here and just see. We got to look at each individual chart individually, right? Because they're all not created different. Let me come over to the chat and say hello to everybody. And I need to get back over to the Telegram group so I can tell you the great news that I've got to show you about it. I got Ed giving me a super chat. Thank you. Banker. I will take a look at that. Got it written down right here. That's going to be the first one that I go over. Ed, I got you, buddy. Let me come over and say hello to everybody. There we go. Thank you, Ed, for the super chat. That'll be the first coin that we actually take a look at tonight. All right, let me shout out and give some shout outs to PMO, who was first tonight. Shout out PMO. Congratulations, my man, being in the house. I feel like I did this already. Dr. Cooter in the house. Did I do this already? Dave P. I got Scar in the house. How's it going, Scar? We got Ave. How's it going? I'm here to recover with some good ass coffee. Oh, good ass cooter. Hey, I got a yellow flag thing on my stream last night, and I think it was the dancing girls the two that were dancing together. I mean, somebody in the comments said that YouTube didn't like that. I think that's right. I was reading over some of their policies, and I'm like, oh, gosh darn it. So they had to be removed tonight. We got Rogue. How's it going, Rogue? Good to see you. Dave P with the records. Yeah. Satoshi's song. Oh, I'm way back in the chat, aren't I? All right, so I think I've said hello to most everybody here, or everybody I've seen. So Johnny December. Hola, fam. Just saying hi. Out on the island. Much love. Jump on when I get back. Hey, Johnny December. Thank you for hanging out, my man. Shout out to you. Enjoy it. It sounds like you're on an island. Enjoy yourself, man. Crypto's always here. David Elf. David Gelf. Glad to have you here, my man. And there's Ed. Thank you, my man. And Blue Collar Trader says, send it, baby. Scar says it's a wiener dog with the tail up. Elliot's been on a bender all week. Sometimes Elliot's right, though. I did put a little lesson up in the classroom in the trading group talking about Elliott Wave today. It came from Thomas Bukowski. PMO says, honestly, don't think there are many sellers left to go lower unless the major holders unload. Yeah, you got a valid point there because most people bought higher or in this area or low, just a little lower. Most of them, I think, got in around 74, 77 back when, if I'm thinking right, if I remember right, with the ETF. Because I think that took us from 50 up to about 70 when those things came out. And then, of course, other ones added, and they've just been building up. Of course, they got paper hands anyway a lot of times, but I think all the paper hands have already sold out of those. They just unload it. Penny alts. A lot of them are. Sub-penny, man. Jeez, look at some of them, like Ondo and some of these. They're down. They're down a lot. I'm not down with censorship. Was somebody censored? Whoa, Ed just dropped a super chat. Thanks for the fuel legend. Hey, that was not bad. All right. So before I forget, let me go over this. This is what's going on new over here, right? So I posted in the lounge, I was tweaking my bot, the one that I used to post from here on the screen over to the trade setups, because it was doing some wonky stuff, right? And then I found out, well, it'll post, if anybody posted the chart over into the chart room. We're in the chart room. If anybody posted a chart in there, it would analyze that. And I'm like, well, that's not exactly what we're doing, but that's kind of cool. And I said, you guys want one for yourself? Well, I did that. Not only that, but I've got one and I need people to come over and test it. It will take your chart. It will read it. And this one, let me tell you about my journey with this guy, right? At first I'm getting it and I'm testing him out and I'm going hard, man. I threw a flag to the upside over here. Flag to the upside. And it was like, and I came in and you can type in and I'm going to have to tweak it for it keeps the original thing. I thought we had that fixed, but apparently we don't. But I was coming in all cocky and everything, and I was saying some stupid stuff like I'm going 72x, balls to the wall on this one. It's a flag to the upside. My mentor said so, whatever else. And it was more of agreeing with me and kissing my ass on some of this stuff. It did kind of give some advice on not going too strong. Then I did a cup and handle over here. And it was like, wow, yeah. And it was wrong, right? That is not a cup and handle. I was testing it out and it pissed me off. So we had to go back and totally revamp it. And I have it trained very strictly on Thomas Bukowski, the Encyclopedia of Chart Patterns, and some other information over here. This has got guidelines. This is not only will it analyze your chart, but it's a teaching tool. It will give you statistics. It will give you resources so that you can actually learn if it sees something different, and it will call you out if you're wrong. Not in a bad way, but I got it tweaked over here, so I put the same thing or a cup and handle. Oh, look at its response over here. It says reality check for Road Dawg. I got to tweak it. It got the wrong time frame that I was on. It's actually 3 minutes. So it's got some tweaking to do. That's why I need you guys' help over here. It says what the chart actually shows, and it tells about the prices and everything. It says it's a structure price compressed between the descendant and resistance. It's got some stuff. It says your interpretation. You said Sammy Cup and Handy and handle pattern going to 87,612 with 80x leverage, full port, man. And it says reality check. This is absolutely not a cup and handle. And I'm like, I think we got it. I think we got it now. And he tells you why. Said according to Bukowski's Encyclopedia of Chart Patterns, cup and handle patterns require, and this is a little known fact that I know, but very few people know this, and it comes from Eugene O'Neill, or William O'Neill, who was the one who's famous for identifying the cup and handle. It was 7 to 65 weeks. They were going by the weekly and daily. And this guy had several criteria: smooth, U-shaped, round. And as you can see, and you'll see this on YouTube all the time, people will force whatever. They'll force in a flat one. Oh, look, it's a cup and handle to the upside. They don't call me something cup and handy for nothing. All right. They give you a bowl-shaped volume. It tells you what to look for. It gives you the criteria. This is great for learning, too. And it says, what I actually see, this is a short-term consolidation triangle on an intraday time frame, not a cup and handle. The cup you're seeing is just normally price volatility. And it tells you why it matters and about the success rates. I loved it. This is the perfect answer. And the trading implications. This is based on what's actually here. This is just intraday noise, not a major pattern. And it tells you what to learn and the resources behind it. So if you're off or if you're messing around with it, it'll tell you. But then also, it's got some little, I don't know if you can see it because I got to get the chat off the screen there. But right over here below it, behind my taco and my bear, and you can't see it. Can I raise it up? Can you see this? It says deep dive and what I should look for, and got it. And so you can go onto the deep dive and it will teach you some things. This is interactive. One of the things in trading groups, they'll tell you, they'll come in and teach, and they got a little room for you to post your charts, and they're supposed to, give you feedback on your charts as you learn and stuff like that. But it rarely happens, and that's kind of resource intensive for a small crew, even for a single person trying to run one. That would be a lot, right? But that's usually what they do, but it doesn't happen. And what they do is just you watch some old tired clips of video snippets from their live stream anymore or something like that, or some old videos about them going to Investopedia and just boring stuff. And they're charging so much money for all this stuff and not really giving an education, just giving signals and little things, flags to the upside patterns. Everything's always in a damn flag. All these setups and whatever, and just cherry pick the ones that work and give results, and then they brag about it and get more people to pay. You know what's going on. This is for education. This is where you're going to get real feedback on your charts. And also, it will give you a trade setup. It will identify if you got a trade setup. It will go back and confirm if you're right or wrong, help you figure that out, or just give you feedback on it. And it gives you what to look for next time. Check the time frame. Cups need weeks, not hours. Now that's straight traditional right there. But that's what you need to learn. Then once you learn the real rules, then you can decide if you want to break them or not, right? But it's unfair for people to learn gobbledygook and then still have to figure things out along the way. Just wander around in straight confusion. Yeah, you learn the traditional rules of TA and trading, even risk management and all of that. Complete education systems, what we're working on over here, and not just boring videos, and with interactive education systems. All right, count touches. Triangles need a minimum of 2 per line. Measure their duration. Most patterns take weeks or months. Well, that's the bigger time frame. Check volume behavior. That's crucial for these chart patterns, actually. Verify Bukowski criteria. And we'll be tweaking this and making this even more accurate. That's why I need testers over here. It says before you call it a pattern, does it meet all the Bukowski criteria? Is the time frame right long enough? Can I cite the success rate? What's the invalidation point? That's kind of crucial. You need to know what invalidates this pattern. This is asking some questions that you need to know. And the deep dive, did we hit that? I may have to tweak this. I'm not. Oh, here it is. Did it change it? Or was that the deep dive? No. I may have to see. They might have a little bit more tweaking there. And then I got it. Oh man, I wish that. Wait a minute. And when you hit, I got it. It takes it away. Everybody else should see it too, so they can learn. It says, remember, being corrected equals learning. Bukowski criteria equals objectivity. Honest feedback equals growth. So we get some honest feedback and not just yeah, you're nailing it, dude. That's all. Yeah, that looks right. I think you're good. Try it and see. You don't know. You never know what price is going to do, right? You don't know until you jump out there. Just go ahead and hang yourself. Yeah, you get some honest feedback. So that's what we're bringing to our Telegram group, and ours is free. It may eventually turn into something else at some point, but I'm always going to have enormous amounts of free material for people. That's what I'm here to do. All right. So that's my latest update. I'm still tweaking our signals bot. We do have a signals area. Oh my gosh, you guys don't even know about that. Over here, we really just go over it. So we got the trade setups, and that's where I post trades, and I welcome everybody else to post setups over here too. I just did it this way because it makes it easier for me to do it, especially when I'm live streaming. You guys don't have to wait for me to type stuff out. All right, we got our brand new AI chart bot just launched today. We got the vanity wall, and at some point with our trade tracker, whenever we get winning setups and things like that, we'll be generating those little graphics that say, look, 200-something% gains. Look, we called it here and it did this before and after. Yeah. So we'll get all that fancy stuff for all the algorithm and fancy nails, stuff like that. That's coming over here to this section. This is the signals group. And I think I still got to tweak on this one. All right. Because I'm still waiting. It gave me the first signal. And I've got it searching every 15 minutes for 15-minute, 1 hour, 2 hour, and 4 hour time frames over about 15 different tokens, 15 different coins on the top 100, but to look for the signal. So I think I got some work to do over here, but that's coming. We got the newsroom, which is searching the crypto spaces for the latest news. And it's giving you the headline, a small scenario like Bitcoin crashes into 2026 low of 85,200 as gold rally reverses. Gives you a little summary. Bitcoin tumbled to its weakest level since mid-December as gold's massive rally abruptly turned, with NASDAQ falling 1.5% amid Microsoft earnings sell-off. And then, if you want to read the article, you got the links, and it will take you right over there, and you can get all the juicy information on it yourself. I'm all about sources and citing. I think we learned that in journalism school. Oh, hello, Barnett. How you doing? I hope you get to feeling better, Bitcoin. I'm just saying, I forgot where we were. We were in our group. All right, so we got that going on over in the newsroom, and it does this twice a day, in the morning and in the evening is when it will post the news, right? Then we got our classroom, which every day my wisdom bot, trading wisdom bot, is going to post lessons from the traditional masters. And today it went over, why do 90% of traders fail at the same, why do 90% of the traders fail at the same support level that makes the top 10% rich? It says they're reading different books while staring at the same charts. Most traders see a support line and they think buy here, but the masters, they're reading the story that volume is telling. As Wyckoff taught us, volume predicts price. The line on your chart is just the stage. Volume tells you who showed up to perform. Here's what separates the pros from the crowds. The amateur approach is price bounced off 40,000 3 times, so it's strong support. The professional approach is price bounced off 40,000, but with what volume each time? Deeper. Deep. That one got me. And it goes on, and I would love to read it all to you, but you got to go there and read it yourself. All right, and but that's coming every day. That's something from the masters, advice from the masters, so you can learn good skills on trade management and risk management. We're getting the education out there, making it easy to absorb, where you don't have to sit here and go through a bunch of boring stuff like I had to, or read a bunch of boring ass books, although I do recommend you have them for reference, all right? Or at least a digital copy, and a lot of those copies are available for free on our website in the file section. All right. And then I posted Bukowski on the Elliott Wave, so you can learn basic Elliott Wave in an easy way. This right here will explain, this is what you see me do with count and finding the waves, and it helps me to catch stuff that I would miss before I learned this. I would think, oh, it's a double top. No, you still got one more wave to go. Oh gosh, darn it! That flag went to the left side, and I thought it was going. It changes the way that you look at things, and that's what helps make you more successful. My gosh, everything is not a freaking flag to the damn upside. And then I give you the link to that. So for those of you that want to learn more about Elliott Wave, I'm giving you the place to go. And this is Bukowski goes all into Elliott Wave. So, education so that you can fish for yourself, learn the skill, not be following some guru and just learn how to paint flags or head and shoulders and cup and handles all the damn time. Get something that works and that's realistic, actually reliable. And you can be explained and not just kind of has these vibes and it does this and feels this. Look, it's an inverted head and shoulder to the upside. Not. It wasn't, was it? It wasn't. Was there any clue here? Well, I can tell you, because it's rising up, because it's tilted up, it's automatically more bearish than not. Okay, it could do that, but that's a little less likely. If you're watching me, you probably heard that come out of my mouth. If you're watching other people, you probably heard to the upside. Until that one day. And that gives them more incentive to buy them flags at the top, right? But if you hang around here and you learn a little fib magic, and you learn that we look for that 1272 area right there, it can save your ass from what the masses are being taught and what they're doing out here in this market that's kicking most everybody's ass, except the gurus getting paid $100 a month for all them new members. I'm just saying. 23 people hanging out. I'm through spieling. I'm through doing all that. Let me come back to the chat. Oh man, I'm trying to get this 2-hour show down to an hour, and I don't know if we're definitely not making it tonight, are we? All right, let me come back and see what we got. Cup and Sandal, beat that ass. Society X, how's it going, my man? This looks really good. But I love butter collies. I love butter collie. I'm just not even trying to try to say it anymore. I think it's an Alex Wiener dog. We got Jay Violet in the house. Hey, good to see you, Jay Violet. Thank you for stopping by. Always a pleasure. Always an honor. Scar says, oh, shot. I forgot to buy more SQD. Crypto Swiss says, yes, buy my coin. Lol. Let's come on down here. My black lab was hilarious today on the snow. Oh man, that would be cool on the snow. She lay down and ended up rolling and sliding down the hill. She liked it so much. Ran back up and did it again. I miss dogs. My wife's allergic to dogs, and so we don't have a dog. My daughter has to grow up without a dog. We have a cat. That's a cool cat. This Cornish Rex. Really soft and furry, softer than a rabbit. Acts like a dog sometimes because they're kind of like that, but nothing like a lab, man. Especially one if you're around the water and outside with the lab. They're the sweetest, kindest, smartest. They're just awesome dogs. Well, a lot of dogs are awesome. So yes, he can save some ice and throw some stone in his face. I'm getting more time. I didn't learn my lesson. Oh no. Does it have a chance? I mean, I haven't heard anybody mention it at all this cycle. I mean, other than people wondering if it's going to do something, but I've never heard anything come from the project. It just makes me wonder, man. So, I don't know. Let's take a look at Banker for our super chat. Thank you again, Ed, for that super chat. It's going to be the first one we did. Sorry it took so long to get into it. I just had some news to get out there. We are done. Let's get into these charts. Let's take a look at Banker. And in crypto. Oh, that's on VMAX right now. We didn't chart it over here, though. Where did we chart Banker? We charted this thing somewhere because I need that chart because it's on a tear. Because we were looking at it down here, and I think I had a note to buy it, and I ended up not seeing my note. So I'm pretty sure I missed out. I keep saying I was going to check my wallet and find out, but it's on base. I've got a base wallet, but I don't think I went for Banker. I think I went more into MFG and Rise, but I would have looked for Banker if I thought about it. Oh well. Man. So that would have been, that's a nice come up right there. Look, it's up 200% while everything else is freaking just struggling to survive here. So we're looking at a channel. You can look at the measure move. It's already made it though. Measure move is already hit about where the candle body closed. Pull our Fibonacci's out because we like to play with our Fibonacci's. Where are you hanging out? Oh, you went up to a total 1-to-1. So you will probably get a little bit of a pullback here, I would think. This is on the daily too. We'll get a little better feel on the smaller time frames. And we did come back below the 886, so it touched up there, made a double top. So that's one of the signs that we might get a comeback. We make a double top. It couldn't get back. It couldn't get up past its previous high unless it decides to go on a tear. If we see some kind of bullish formation forming on the smaller charts, and then we might have a chance, right? But typically, this is where we pull back, right? And so from this point, we will go from swing low, and I'm going to go from the bottom down here all the way to the top. And then we're going to look at some particular Fibonacci's. Now, a big move like that, if you wanted to go for the 50% move of the impulse, you would go from this move over here, right? And you'd be targeting this. Your vector candles, ladies and gentlemen, your vector candles. So you got that idea on the local. So we'll put him as a dotted line. But I, on the other hand, I am going to take this from the very bottom over here. And it being a channel and knowing that channels have a possibility of coming back to retest the breakout point is not unreasonable to look at this area just right under the 618 or at the 618. And that would be quite the come down and quite the entry to get back in. 52% drop. It could happen. Not saying that it's definitely going to, but that is. If we're going to continue bullishly upward, if we're going to do that, we need to see a strong bounce here. It were like a flag formation. Yeah, I said the word flag because there are some criteria that I will agree that we have a flag, and then there's those that I'll say that's you're just forcing patterns, ignoring the resistance. All right, so I've been looking for it to pull back about 25% to what is that? 0.00063 area. Now, okay, so we see this on the daily. Indicators look good. They're getting a little tired, but they still looks like they got a little bit more push available on the daily. So we'll take that into account as we go down to some smaller time frames. You got rising price and falling volume. That's important to note right there. That means that this push up is not as authentic as it looks, at least on this candle yet, right? Until we get this candle closed. But we got 19 hours for that volume to come up, so we'll see. But it is leaning to the downside, right? And what price is leaning to the upside? That's a divergence in volume and price, saying that's a little weak. That would be your hidden divergence for volume. Hidden bearish divergence for volume. However, your Ichimoku cloud is saying, baby, this one's going to be a winner right here. So we just let it get a pullback because it does look like it's got a lot more in store for it after it does chill out, right? So let's come down to the 4 hour, and you ain't looking tired at all yet. I mean, your indicators are. You got bearish divergence going on. So, but gosh darn it, you look kind of sexy. On the 4 hour, look at our moving average strategy over here, 800, 600, 300. Still in bearish formation. We can get a pull back to touch these. Most likely the 800, maybe even Miss Lucy down here. She likes to get her nose in everything. So, and before, by the time price gets down here, these will be up some. So, that gives us a little bit more credence to the idea of retesting the breakout area. So we got that idea. I'm going to go ahead and draw trend lines where I see them because I love trend lines and what they tell me, because that kind of falls in with where we could be coming back to. All right. And now, what else are we going to do here? All right, so 4 hours still is kind of strong. There's that bearish divergence that's starting to form here. Now, if we're in a parabolic move, my rules are a little bit different. All right. If we're curving and making a nice curve, which I don't see that quite yet. It could be still in the early stages. I look for 3 instances of this. Otherwise, I might need to listen to it for a minute. All right, so I got bearish divergence on 2 indicators down here where they're going down while this is going up for their tops, right? You can see this on the RSI. See the lower high over here. So that's our divergence to be looking at. We're coming in 83% oversold on the RSI. All right, so now let's go down to the 1 hour. Here's our first rejection candle, but we're still above the 9 moving average and have not broke trend line. However, on this trend line, I can see a 1 hump, a 2 hump, a 3 hump, which can be to a dump. And that's just my shorthand version of saying Elliott wave. Although I was looking for this, he's seeing another thing. Say 5 waves completed, ABC correction to the downside. To the correction, probably coming back to where, those areas that we're kind of looking at, right? So definitely at a place to be taking profits is what this is translating to. Bearish divergence across the board over here. And your MACD on the 1 hour is starting to roll over. She hasn't crossed yet, but everything's indicating, smart traders be taking some profits a little bit here. It went up to 0.00094 and it pulled back a little bit. And this is where, but I want it to go up. I don't want to take profits now. It's 14% down from the high. I want to go back up there. That's what I hear when I'm in this situation. Yeah, I know. And that same exact voice, just like that. It's annoying as hell, too. I'm like, who talks that way, Sean? Anyway. Elliot, you need to go off my screen now. All right, so let's come down to this even smaller time frame. And this is how we used the time. Oh, you're looking different. You're looking different right now. Ooh. You're deviating. You're trying to curve up. You also gave us a little green buy dot here in stochastic. This 15 minute is looking juicy. 9 is above the 21. The 15 minutes trying to do something here. Do we have a higher target for you? If this was the top, this was our 1-to-1, she may be going to try that ride higher. We need a higher target. We do need a higher target now. I don't think she's done. We saw in the daily where the daily told us it still looked like it had a little bit more in it, right? That's what we're basing this on, not just what we just saw there. We're putting them together. The daily said it, and this one's saying, I'm going to try it. So let's get our measure moves and all that crap out of here, our trend lines, so we can see what we're looking at. And I'm on the week. I didn't mean to go that far. Let me take some of this stuff off, and we're going to pull our fibs again. We're going to get our higher high target. Let me see a few things. First, in a 618, and you came down to where? A 27. You beautiful baby. I love you. All right, so for our higher high area that I'm going to look for a target, because I still think it's got some more upside. I'm basically looking at the one in white, 0.00106, looking for that, as I believe that might be where it gets this rejection at. But it might squeeze on up to this little juicy one right here, because that's in harmony with it, and these are harmonics, 0.00119. 118 area right there. According to my little 15-minute chart over here, we're trying to do that. Banker. And holy crap, Clanker was up 62% today. Guess what I'm using to go in on this one with? Why did I bought Clanker? We gotta take a look at Clanker. It's up. I'm going to ride this little bastard for a minute. I'm just saying. I'm doing this as a swap, so I do not have a strategic entry on this, but I'm going to I'm going to actually be a smart laddie over here. I was almost degen. Let me draw this line over here. Because there's no trigger. I have no trigger. So you got to calm that little degen down a little bit here for a moment. All right, let's draw this dotted line. That dotted line right there. That is the high that we had over there, which I may have been off just a little bit. Let me align it just right here with these guys right there. A double top scenario there. So I got to see us get above that. Let me make sure I didn't go over. I shouldn't align. I shouldn't have done that. Because now I don't know where I am over here. I'm kind of picky about that. I want to make sure that I'm still on top of you. Oh my gosh, how far away was that? No, I shouldn't have moved it. Just leave it alone, Road Dawg. Leave it alone. All right, so we got to get above that dotted line, 0.00095 area for this particular coin. 9 is above the 20. That's what I was liking about it. That we're not above the 9 yet. But if we get above the 9 and hold it, and it's saying that we got a good chance to do it. The 9 crossed back bullishly. It crossed bearish and then went right back above it. That's kind of bullish right now. There's some hidden bullish divergence here on the 15-minute, which means the trend continues. So, or can't. That's the definition. We'll see if it works out or not. But I would have to kind of see it get above there. Maybe I should set an alert. So this is a way to do it, to set a line there and put the little alert on trading view, and hopefully I won't erase it when it comes up. So that's what I'm going to do before I jump in. Oh, you're trying it now. There goes my alert. My alert went off. And then you pulled right back, you little tricky bastard. I guess we're going to put you over here again. I'm going to put it up higher. Maybe put it above this little wick over here, but she's trying to move. I wouldn't doubt it will reclaim the 9 and start working back up here. But let's wait for some confirmations, because she could easily break the trend line. We thought it might be on the 5th wave. Didn't Elliot think it was in a 5th wave? Elliot did think it was a 5th wave too, right? So if we got those saying we want to just not ape in. This is buying the top, okay? Which should be a rule that we kind of make a second guess. But I think it's got some legs too. What would that be? That's 30%, 50% up possible from here. I'll entertain that. I'll entertain that idea. I'll be looking at this one all night. I'm going to draw me another trend line over here. I'll copy this guy. That way we'll figure out if it's going above or below. That sounds like a winner right there. We'll let it tell us what it's going to do. We'll wait for a little bit of confirmations before aping in. Hopefully we'll come down here and tap that little guy just a little bit. I mean, put you up a little bit more so I can get a good entry if you do come down. You feel me? You feel me, dog? Come on. All right, banker. I'll keep my phone ready to swap this, though. I need banker. BNKR. There we go. And from clanker to banker. I'll at least get a little bit of it, right? All right, so I'm ready to go once I get my confirmations there. Thank you for bringing this one up. This one's a fun one. I wish I'd gotten in on it when you did, because you're up a lot on that one. That was a good setup. I remember the night we saw that, and I was like, that looks interesting. All right. So shout out to you guys. Let me come back over to the chat. Banker coin. I like it. Vintage Garden. How's it going? Banker was up. It was a Clanker Banker Day. Clanker Banker Day. Clanker, yeah, that's the one that I'm getting ready to sell. Let me take a look at it. Is it ready to come down? Who's got the best chart? Are you about to? Oh, I don't like what you're doing right there, mister. You got eyeballs in that little pattern right there. It makes me nervous. Oh, are they related? Clanker Banker. We got the red dot on the 1 hour saying you need to take some profits, son. You need to take you some profits, but she's not at my target, Dad. We haven't got my target, Dad. Well, it's up to you, son. Do you want to ride the roller coaster ride, or do you want to have some money for lunch tomorrow? I mean, it's up to you. Jeez, Dad, I didn't know you'd put it that way. Oh gosh, Timmy. You got to learn some responsibility sometime in your life. I'm curious to see if we can hit 49 or 52. We're so close to our 382 fib area. Anyway, not a bad place to sell. Take a little profit. She's been up, and I forgot when I bought it. It's been and it wasn't recent. It wasn't too recent, I don't believe. Or it might have been. I did do something a little while ago. But it would have been around here. It wasn't definitely 40. It wasn't 40 something dollars. So it is up 63% today. Shout out to the clankers and the bangers. Yeah, you guys are awesome. And listen, the only reason that I'm in on this clanker coin, and it was a small amount. It wasn't a huge amount, but it's doubled, I think, more than what it was. It's because of you guys. I wasn't looking at this one. I wasn't following this one. It was you guys. So shout out to you guys. This is how this works. We all bring a little to the table every night, and then we all get to eat a big feast sometimes. That's kind of that's what we're trying to shoot for, right? You bring a little, I bring a little. You see a setup, share it, in the groove or whatever here, and we all kind of like, oh, let's go. Yeah. That's kind of the ideal way that this would work. I'm just saying. I'm rocking what I'm seeing. And there's some resistance, but that's 600 above the 800. Yeah, I still think we got a little bit more out of you. We got a little bit more out of you before you do a nasty pull. Oh, clanker. Maybe this is why I bought clankers, because it was on the bottom. All right, so I'll split my clanker. I'm not going to sell out of my clanker because this little bastard's got some legs on it too. I mean, if it wants to go at $116, I'm cool with it. That doesn't look like that looks like old crap right there. Now, this is an old chart, isn't it? I think that was the target and it went up. Anyway, I think she can do some damage over here, so. But also that banker one looks good too. Let's take a look, if you will, at silver. See how it's doing. It's cheap today. I bought some today. I also bought a little bit at 102, and I thought, oh, that's cool. And then she went to 120. Crazy. And pulled all the way back to 76. Came back to what? 112? Oh, it's been a crazy day for silver. It's been up and down everywhere, haven't you? I'm here on the 12 hour. I'm just going to go from this candle body to that candle body and extend that line. And wow, it kind of touches right where we are. Go to the daily, see if that makes any kind of difference. You've got a different angle though. I see more like that. Come down to some other time frame here. Yeah, I think that angle's a little bit better there. This is the 8 hour here. So from there, we rode this little guy. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a big ass correction if that's what you're doing, Elliot. What do you see? Yeah, that's kind of deep for an A correction. I don't know. I've really noticed them being that deep before. So we're looking for a bounce up, probably a bearish retest of this before we come this trend line or that trend line, one of these two trend lines, before we come back for our C corrections, which should be lower than where it's at right now, honestly. If the ABC is correct here. Let's get Elliot off of here and let's see if we can decipher it Fibonacci wise over here. I'll leave those. Take these guys down just a notch. Man, I wish I could flip through these charts like, 1 every 2 minutes or something, but to actually get some real decent analysis on it, I think you got to do more. I mean, if I just want to draw a little triangle and a measure move, I guess I could do that on everything, but does that really give us the real analysis? We almost hit 886. Wow, I wouldn't doubt the possibility that it might just push down and actually touch it. It doesn't have to actually come in and touch it, but it might. especially if they're really trying to do something over here and flush the market out. Wow, silver. You might get a chance to get you cheaper unless you think it's all over. This is the perfect time for people. Hey, it's all over for metals. It's done for. They're going back to zero now. And then they take back off again after they get a steep ass correction, because that's what I'm looking at. We just got to get a little bit more information over here. 886 correction. You got your 9 and 21 still up here in 107. 50 moving average. I would at least come back to test the 50 moving average around $100. All right, let's see what else we got going on in the smaller time frames. And what about the bigger time frame, the daily? Where are we at the daily? 9 is at $104. The 21 is at 96. I only see them crossing if we come down and we don't immediately come back up. But the point that we came down here and spiked back up makes me think that in the next 19 hours we might find ourselves back above this trend line, hanging around $90-something on silver again. Let's see what we got going on over here. Look, but it's a bear flag to the downside. All these people buying up silver right over here with those wicks. All the way from $76 up to $80. That $4 area right there is where they were buying. And right now we're trying to break and get above that 50. If we do that, that's going to be good. That'll happen soon. This is the 15-minute chart. There'll be some resistance right up here about 89 or 90, right through here where we bump into this trend line. That's just how I know, because that's what we do. But I think we can go ahead and draw this, and let's check our angles. Confluence right here for the channel. Let's look at it. Also telling us that we might bump our head right up here. And so let's take this idea. Let's combine these ideas. And let's see how, well, you're not going to hit it there because that's in the past. Will you break out of it this time? It could be, because 100's over here. But let's see if we bump our head somewhere around this $89 area just to see what happens there on silver. We're 85, almost 86 right now. She's trying to do something as we speak right here. Trying to get over that 50 and do something ballsy. Oh, silver. We need to... Shoot, let's just make a play on it. Or make a call, or make a... Oh, I see what you're doing now. See, this is where all the alpha comes in. I see what you're doing now. We're in this is the area where it could be the best buy zone for it. You're in the discount zone right now. I don't know if she'll come back down and make a higher low or come down at all. It looks like she's going to try. Unless she breaks the trend line, something goes really bearish right here. What does the indicators look like? They don't look that bearish to me. The stochastics are kind of up there. We just got a dot confirmation here. Everything's flowing to the upside. MACD's trying to do some duck lips and curve up. Looks like she's trying to do this thing. I'm just saying. We're going to raise this guy, so I'm looking for this guy to be touched and fondled and caressed very gently at the 382. That's about $94. Some resistance over here on our trend line, but I'm going to pay a little more attention because that resistance, I mean, could fail right there and not touch that guy, but a lot of times they'll go ahead and wick up there and then come back down. So that's one of the reasons why we like these fib targets. All right, so I'm looking from there to there. That's 9% gain. And then this area right over here about 99. And we saw other things pointing at 99 there too a minute ago. Can't remember exactly what it was, but that was some confluence for that. I may do this a different way. Instead of using the price labels, because the AI gets it anyway. And since it details it in words, I don't have to be as cluttered on the screen. So I'm looking for these guys right here. 93 and about $99. And entry right here. I need to change this to green. So, oh, that was the wrong one. That was the fill. Can I do the, the border? So that the AI knows what I'm talking about here. All right. So I believe we got a small term, even this area over here, 106 looks good. Take it one target at a time here, but I believe we got us a little trade setup idea going over here. And she's definitely on a nice little area to bounce and support. Got a confirmation. We wait till we get above the 50 moving average. That's 86.05. All right, let's take a picture of this and let's post this thing over with the chart analyzer with Mr. Cooter. This is silver. And 15-minute chart. All right, let me take one more look over here and send it over. All right, let's take a look at gold XAUT because that's what everybody's talking about right now, right? Also on discount right now. It fell down. I got some of it too, not quite as low as this at $4,700. Remember, it was $5,500. That's on cheap discount. Today was the day to go buy jewelry, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, no, they'll just take some a minute for them price changes to get to your jewelry store. Can retest 52. Well, you did a number, gold. You came all the way back down to a trend line, looks like, though, that we, or, oh, it was our curve. That's wild that that curve would still have an effect like that. That was my target, 5,000. She's like, hell no, I want to keep on going. Screw you, Road Dawg. You don't know everything. I mean, that was a 618. A 1618. It was an area that she should have got some. Look for some definite resistance there. There's still you're still within reason to bounce right back up though. 800, 600, 300, 200 moving average. We didn't make it down to the 200. We're hanging out at the 100. It may hold, it may not hold. We're going to go from this low point here where we made a W formation, a nice one too. Here, this trend line over here, darken it up. See if we can catch some support. We're closing candle bodies above it and above the 100 moving average. I would say that that's probably our trend line right there. That is probably our trend line, and the other side of that, well, it starts going into more of a broadening thing. I can't get a solid read on an angle on it because it's not really there. It's more of a curve, right? So the parabola, the banana, but there's a bigger banana at play here. So we got that nice little parabolic move that we're in. We're just coming back and test the bottom of the ranges if you want to know what I really think. We might be doing some kind of topping pattern. It could be. Normally with a parabola, we're looking for a blow off top. Now, this is a 4-hour chart, and even on it, I would expect like a spike somewhere, right? I'm not seeing that. I don't think we're done yet. I think we're in a, nice little correction and pullback. Where we pulled back to the 618 fib. That's setting us up for an AB equals CD. Now, no guarantees on this, but it could very well be setting up for this very nice move. What would you think if you came back and one day you saw gold sitting at almost $6,000 at $59,700 or $5,973, or its true one-to-one target right here at $6,115. Wouldn't that be amazing? Not if you're trying to buy it up there, I guess, but if you're trying to sell it up there, it might be kind of amazing. I think it'd be amazing. I'd like to see my bag grow up there another 20, almost 22%, almost 24% up to those targets. I think it could be done. Be did it. I'm going to come down to smaller time frame, see if we got an entry idea. A little tricky. This is where a lot of people would be looking as bear flags to the downside, leaving averages say a little bit different. I mean, it could, but I don't expect it to take that big ass measure move. You got the people out here that will teach you that your measure move would be this to the downside. I don't know. Do you ever see their measure moves actually play out though, or do you see them just throw up a different trade pattern up and screw that old one? That was yesterday. I'm doing something different today. There's no accountability over here. No way to track stuff, right? I'm solving that problem. We're getting statistics over in our group. We're going to put statistics to this. It's not just trust me, bro. This stuff works, man. We're going to put numbers to this. I'm looking for some confluence ideas for. Short term, we're looking for these guys. Now, those are our hopium targets. Those are our higher high areas that we're looking for. Not saying it's going there tomorrow at all. I wouldn't doubt it might try to go there. Especially then we're bouncing off the 618. So we need to get over this little guy right here. This always the same thing. If you notice, I'm doing the same thing every time. This is a repeatable, easy repeatable system. Swing high, swing low, tell me where price is going to go. Locally, we got these two targets right here. We work our way through there, step our way up and down, up and down. We go up, we come down. We go up, we come down. Probably an ABC correction, right? We come down. That's kind of what we do. 3 waves up, 2 waves down, something like that. That's a pretty good representation of right market structure right there. Well, then we go back up, and then we start looking at these guys. So these higher targets are great. You just got to know that, price and time, well, they both extend together there. They square up too, according to Degens. You think that's crazy, right? But no, I mean square up, dude. I'm just eyeballing. Oh, you think this is not what he meant, huh? Equal 1-to-1 price move, square in time. Price and square in time. I see it on here. I'll leave that up here for time, if I can remember what the hell it means. On Tuesday, February 3rd-ish, somewhere through there. All right, so we just say it takes some time to get up to these areas, right? But then when we get up there, the same thing. However that might look, when we might get up there, if we're going to be bullish, if we are working out for this scenario to play, we will come back, play with these guys, and maybe in a bigger retest. But we can get up there to those guys. That's our ultimate goal, man. I don't know if it'll look anything like this at all. It usually never plays out the way I draw it. Until that one day. Although this is good. That's your price structure right there. That's LOA right there. Woo, let's see. All right, so this is gold. I kind of like what I'm seeing for gold. I need to change the color on this line here.
dream. Now I'm eating ramen, living supreme. Shots are bleeding, margin calls ring. Feels like Armageddon with bling. We bought the hype, now pay the toll. Welcome to hell, enjoy the roll. When crypto goes to hell.
All right, let's put our little price marker out here. So it might wait for some confirmations here, but I think we're at a good place. We're in the bottoming patterns here, but to me, this looks pretty gosh darn juicy. First target being about 5,000. Let's just go ahead and put the smaller idea out here. This is on a 1 hour time frame. We got the big and move average here. We need to get above that 360. So getting in, I'm gonna say here for an entry. A little bit more for some confirmation. Might want to wait till it gets above that wick. Look, there's actually a support resistance flip area right here. If you're being really conservative, you would wait till you got above that little guy. So once we get, but then you're missing $50 of the move, which is not anything to sweat over here. We're above the 9. That's my first signs of recovery. So that's my trigger for what I'm looking for. Me personally, I'd be looking. We've already got the breakout from there. I'm in above the 9. I missed the perfect entry, but we're still good enough to get in for this bigger move. So, and even if we come down and do some jiggy jaggy over here, which can happen too, right? Could be making a bigger pattern down here, right? But I would. That's one of my triggers where I would go in for at least a little bit. I don't have a problem doing it because I'm a degen that way. But your safer people would be waiting until we kind of get up above. And this one's actually where we wick down and we wick up. That one's going to be a tough one right there. That one's going to be a tough one. So waiting till we got above that on this particular chart, that's about 49.50 right in that area. Where's our little thing here? So, and if we go up to that target, the first one there at 5,000. It's only 2%, not much, right? From down here up there is 2%, so we lost some, right? But if we go from there to our main next target, we're looking about 6%. What is this? I don't know why do I have that? You're just out there. You're not part of the agenda at the moment. So this is for gold on the 1 hour. Let's post it over in our group here. Mr. Cooter.
When crypto goes to hell, we're all getting wrecked. Hey, Bitcoin's dragging us straight to the deck. Hey, all coins burning, bags on fire, traders dancing on their funeral.
Need a little bit more confirmation, but I like this for a bottom. That could lead to a higher high with an ABCD scenario. .618. The bot will put this into easier English. Is that right? A, B, C. Oh, that's your C. I can. I'm giving out the D targets already. 58.60. I'll just play it like this. Maybe I should take it to the 4 hour. I can squeeze it all in. I'll do it that way. You take too long. My targets get hit a lot. Not every time, but a lot. And it's because I take my time. All right, I'm good with that. Oh, we can't see what's over here. There we go. Now we got it. Now notice here you got falling price and you've also got falling volume, meaning that this sell-off is weak. If it was a lot of volume, it would be strong. That volume came in to drive it down, and then that wick bought it all up. So falling volume and falling price, that's what you want to look for on the downtrend. You don't want to see the opposite. This one means it's getting tired. All right. Shoot, I missed it again. There we go. All right, I think we can get it all. I can't fit it all in this picture. This is 4 hour. All right, so I'm going to change this picture out. I'll do no. Oh man, you took my analysis too. Oh gosh darn it, I have to type all that in again. Okay, I like this for a bottom entry idea. Possible A, B, C, D. All right. 47.9. And D point targets of 59 and 73 and 61.15. All right, so we sent that over. We come back to the chat and see what you guys are doing. Oh, gold goes back to 2,500. Pullback for gold is about 3,700. Where are you getting that though? What's your argument for it to go back to 3,700 though? I mean, I know she's on a tear. But 3,700. You got to do a lot of things before you get there. You got to break a trend line once. We come straight down. That's at 4,500. Could bounce anywhere right there. That's a strong move right here. 3,700 is below this, so it would have to bust through here at 43, and then we'd have to go through the candle bodies here at 39, and then finally come back just to touch the wicks there and hopefully find support. And I don't even see that as being strong support. If anything, I see 41. Or maybe you're looking at a different chart or something. Now that, the weekly's got a nice possible blow off top, but we don't have 5 stages for that thing yet that I can see here. 1, 2, 3. I think we still got a little bit more to go. Honestly, that's just my take though. You don't have to agree. And the Ichimoku Cloud is definitely agreeing with me on this one. And if we look over here on the daily, I mean, we haven't even broke the 21 moving average on the daily. And we may come down there and touch it. That's at 48.44. That might happen. We've already wicked down there before, and that was support. There was a lot of people that bought it all the way back up to 5,100, right? But you got falling volume, falling price. That means this is getting weak. So I don't see anything that can push us directly down there just yet. But maybe it's the AB equals C, an ABC correction. Maybe it's got a 5 waiver up there. But But still, we got to come down and then go back up before we come back down, right? So that's where our targets at 5,000 and possibly 52 come in for the short term. I'll entertain that idea. We could be making an M top, not necessarily going to 6,000 like I think. That could be an argument to get us down there now. I could see that idea. Something like that could play out, but it's got a lot of steps to fulfill before we even get to even thinking about that. So it's just speculation for us to say things like that right now, right? So if we take a Fibonacci, we got a 6. We consider it a 618 fib. So we could come up, and it could do several different things here, man. We could come back up 618 area, about 53,000. Drop back down to, well, that's still not getting us there for that one. Since we bounced at the 618, man, we don't have very much, don't have too many to choose from here to qualify. Let's see, we got a, except for the shark, okay, we could get a shark pattern out of this one, but in order to get that, it's got to make a higher high. Well, shoot, if it does that, we're headed back toward $5,600. So that closes the gap between it and 3,700. I'm not picking on anybody. I'm just, just playing devil's advocate or something. But we'll be coming up, and then we can come back to an 86. But would that get us there? So before I can say things like that, and I used to, but anymore, let's just go to the 113 like a shark. It could be higher, but let's take you down to the 886. Or okay, let's just say you go to an alt. Let's say you go to the deep ass one. Let's say you go to the 113. That's still not at 37. That's still not at 37. So there's a lot of stuff that's got to happen for that particular target. But if she did, I'd buy it. I feel like I just made a muck of things now. But all I know is right now, I'm looking for $5,000 to be hit again. All right, so we went over banker, went over silver, went over gold, went over clanker. I think that's all we went over so far tonight at this almost 2. Oh, man, I'm so slow. Guys, do you feel bad that I don't go over enough coins at night? Get caught up. We haven't even done the news. That's going to be at the end of the show here. So I guess that's where we're headed now. And let me come over and let me check our crowdfunding, make sure I didn't miss anything over here. Well, thank you, Ed, if you're still here, by the way. Banker looks awesome. I like it. Take profits on some of it. Thank you for supporting the channel. You made him muck up his chart. I will show you the bottom. What are we talking about? Get a pullback on gold and go buy some gold jewelry from the pawn shop and then sell it back when the price goes back up. I don't know if you would be better off buying it. You get it there cheaper there than you will a jewelry store. That's for sure. We mark the crap out of that stuff. You don't realize how much your jewelry's marked up, people. You don't realize it's a lot. If you work at a jewelry store, you get to buy it on discount though. Usually 10% above cost if you're at a good store or a good company. I'm just saying.
Another green spike that's gonna rub. Another dip that's gonna hug my face.
Probably not as lucrative as buying assets. Jewelry's not, but the metals. You talk about Dan G? Who's Dan G? I don't know Dan G. Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. 60% of the time it works. Man, I heard. Listen. I heard the craziest thing today from one of the gurus this morning, who's a pattern trader, and he was talking about. Oh, right, he did it again. If you ever hear anybody say, yeah, I think it was a rising wedge in this point. I think it was a rising wedge. Well, it's saying it breaks down or up 68% of the time. That tells you that they don't know what the hell they're talking about. They said that before. Sometimes they'll catch themselves. but it's still incorrect. It's 60% to the downside, according to Thomas Bukowski. It means it's 40% to break to the upside for a rise and wedge pattern. And if you hang around the channel, you've seen this before. It's nothing new. If you hang around other channels, they might tell you the same thing because all this shit gets regurgitated in YouTube land over and over. One YouTuber follows another YouTuber and they say something on their stream that the other YouTuber said and takes theirs and copy their stuff so that they can make more money in their trading group and all that other stuff. So, but you can't, mathematically, you cannot have the same probability to break up to the upside and the downside. That's not how numbers work. So, that's not how numbers work. 60% down, 40% up for a rise and wedge. But that's what was coming out of this rich guru's mouth today. Not just saying. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the news. We're going to do the news tonight. Later, G should have some new stuff, and if he doesn't, we got the old stuff because we didn't do it last night. So, thank you for being here. If you don't want to hear the news and hear the music at the end, I will see you on the next one. And for those of you who want to stick around for the news, that's where we're going. See if we can get some alpha on what's been going on in this market and the world. Give me a moment. Hey, we got some new one? Let me check for some news. He posted about this time of night. Well, not exactly hot off the presses, but here we go. The news from Layer GG Clarity X. What happened in the last 48 hours just of crypto? Well, Elon token post triggers massive speculation pump for Solana meme coin. Its market cap's $9 million. Cent and Elsa are listed on Cent listed on UpBitSpot. So Cent, that's why we're seeing Cent get a lot of traction. We were looking at it on the crypto bubbles yesterday. Where did this one come from? What the hell? Looks like an interesting project. Sentiment, I think, is the name of it. And I think it's real world asset based like a lot of them are now, but it looked kind of interesting. I can't remember exactly. Render is listed on Robinhood Spot. Yay, Render. Hyperliquid team unlocks drop to 140,000 hype as supply pressure eases. Ethereum Foundation launches $220 security fund using recovered DAO hack assets. Ethereum 8004 launches decentralized standard for Ethereum's autonomous AI agent economy. We talked about that the other night. Andre Conde's flying tulip raises an additional 1.3 million in soft comments. Did we talk about this last night? Or is this just repeated news? Bybit rolls out IBAN accounts in February, introducing Neo Bank futures on the platform, and Robinhood invests in crypto platform Talos at a $1.5 billion valuation. Escape Velocity raises $62 million to bet on DePIN crypto networks, and while U.S. regulators prepare growth-focused crypto rules to provide industry clarity, the UAE central bank sanctioned U.S. dollar stablecoin launches for regulated digital asset settlement. Let's check that one out. UAE first central bank sanctioned USD stablecoin has officially launched to facilitate regulated digital asset settlements. Developed under the central bank's oversight, the stablecoin aims to provide a secure, transparent bridge between traditional finance and the digital economy. The initiative strengthens the UAE's position as a leading global hub for regulated blockchain innovation and institutional crypto adoption. There's your CBDC right there. CBDC right there. Central bank digital currency is what that means, and that's what that is. And that's the one where they have all the control. Little bastards. They've infiltrated our system. They knew it was superior, and now they want the power, and they want to bleed the plebes out of it. All right, that is the news from Layer GG. I will come over to our Telegram news bot, where we'll get the latest headlines over here on you as soon as I can find my way around this huge growing crypto trading community. So for the last little bit here, we get 5 stories morning and night. Is that it? Okay. Number 1 on our list for this evening, breaking news. Bitcoin crashes. We read that one earlier at the beginning of the store. 81,000 and 1.75 liquidations as Trump nominates Fed hawk. Oh, we didn't look at that. Bitcoin plunged to 81,000 amid massive liquidations exceeding 1.75 billion. Trump's nomination of Kevin Warsh as Fed chair has spooked the markets due to his hawkish monetary policy stance. Trump officially nominates pro-Bitcoin Kevin Walsh as the new Fed chair. That sounds redundant. Vitalik Buterin withdraws $43 million in Ethereum for Ethereum development vision. Ethereum's co-founder withdrew 16.38 for Ethereum to fund open source security and privacy projects as the foundation enters mild austerity to focus on long-term decentralization goals. Precious metals crash creates potential crypto rotation opportunity, and I think that's what people were expecting. Everybody to run out of gold and run into crypto. Well, everybody's not going to do it because everybody ain't thinking about crypto that's in gold. A lot of them don't like crypto. Some of them don't. So I wouldn't expect all that money to be coming over to crypto, but some of it, yeah, I'm sure. Gold fell 12% and silver plunged 35% from record highs, wiping out $3.15 trillion in the market cap. Analysts suggest it could trigger capital rotation back into crypto assets. They suggest. Will it happen? The Clarity Act faces renewed Senate push despite industry setbacks. The comprehensive crypto market structure bill is expected to advance in January Senate hearings, though majority industry players withdrew support over DeFi and stablecoin reward provisions. Because the damn bankers are trying to get their hands and kill crypto again. Bitcoin on CoinDesk. Bitcoin price news. Bitcoin hits a fresh 2026 low as day plunge continues. The world's largest cryptocurrency has shed nearly $10,000 over the past 24 hours, threatening to take out its recent November low. And that is our news, ladies and gentlemen, from both Layer GG and our own very personal Telegram news bot. Coming back to you, Gold. So we can bypass you to go see Bitcoin at $84,000. It was down to 81. The whole world was freaking scared, doing flag calls to the bottom. I'm going short right now. I'm going short. I'm taking a short. He took a short. Risked it for the biscuit. If you know who I'm talking about, you'll probably not hear about it tomorrow. If you do hear about it, you hear how he got out at the first little green candle. And I'm just saying. I doubt that will be talked about tomorrow. We'll be looking at new and better things. Call the bottom. Oh gosh, we're still on the wrong screen. Sorry about that. We can't get over here. I thought that music was kind of wild.
For those of you out there that hitting that like I just want to say thank you.
The morning's gray, the clocks are full. The world outside moves slow, so slow. But there's a spark, a golden glow. Good ass coffee's here, you know. Oh, the best part of waking up is good ass coffee in your cup.
Woohoo! Good ass coffee in your cup.
Maybe I chased the wrong song. Maybe this market never cared at all. For the dreams I pinned to.
Will we come back down and test this trend line? I would say so, about 83.6. Will it continue to bounce up there? I hope so. We got to take out this guy over here at 84.7. Thoughts I'm leaving you with here on the 1 hour chart. We need to come back and make a higher high, or else we are in danger of coming back down. If we do come back down, I'm finding support at 80,006. If we get a scary little happening, and then I would look to see what happens here, because that's part of the bigger picture. It could. We're hoping that it doesn't, that this Fibonacci area that we just bounced off of, which is no longer here, by the way. You know, I'm on the other chart. The one that we just bounced off right over here will hold, and we won't have to come back down to this 80,400, 300 area, right? I don't think we even have to come back down to here, because that kind of, unless it's touching the very fringes of this channel, could happen. So I wouldn't be scared if it happens. Remember, if it does come back down here to 82.6, remember you're still in a channel, so there's still a support line there and the fib area. So it's strong support there. But most likely we will just test this area about 365, in my personal opinion. And then we got to take this guy out. So from there, we need to go touch this guy. Oh, you gotta be up. Okay, I can't keep doing that this way. You're going to have to be one color or the other. How about a gray bot? No, I can't do that. I'm gonna trip my bot up here with these colors. Give me just a moment here. don't know what color to go with here that we can. We'll just go with that.
When the bags die, when the bags die.
That's a good place to take a little profit right there at 85. And then we'd expect us to move our little happy asses up to try to retake this area to 88. Going into that big Ichimoku cloud, climbing over these moving averages. 9 over the 21, just got to regain the 9 price, test that 50. Same thing that we did on the smaller time frames that we just looked at, like the 6 minute, 3 minute, whatever. Same setup that we got right here. Probably get those same results where we blasted on through that little samba gun. I hope that we are. I know it's Friday, tomorrow's Saturday, lackluster weekend, and we're trying to get all bullish, but I'm just seeing what the price has. But if we do get a dump on Sunday or Saturday, down here for support, if there, at the very worst, I'm looking for this if they want to scare us out over the weekend. Start seeing some things lower than that, then that would invalidate our bigger idea probably, and then I will have to at that point, what's the word I'm looking for? Capitulate into the embarrassed. Got nothing to stand on anymore. Freaking everything. But we haven't done it yet, so I'm bullish. Good night, everybody. See you on the end screen, and I'll catch up with the chat over there. Good luck. Good night. Jesus loves you. God bless you. Get out of here and kill it on this market. I think altcoins are getting ready to do something.
Another green spike that's gonna rug. Another dip that's gonna hug my face. Burn it down, yeah?
Haven't looked at it against.
Been long since the dawn of time. Every
Which one was it?
like a pantomime. I buy the rumor, I sell the news. I hold the bag till I'm black and blue.
Bitcoin versus gold. It may be too early to call bottom on it. It's trying. It's above the 9, so it's trying. I don't know if it's at a bottom yet, though.
Burn it down, burn it down. Let the whole thing
It's at a hopeful place. It's about at a 618 fibs. Nailed the 618. So that's positive. So it might be, but that possibility to come here. There's still a strong possibility to come down here. This is Bitcoin against gold. It's at 17, whatever the hell you're translating that. 17 gold to 1 Bitcoin, I think is what it is. 17 ounces of gold to 1 Bitcoin. It could come down to 12. Not out of the woods yet, but it's showing some good signs. It's trying. I just don't know that I just don't know that I trust it yet. For this type of pattern, it's got at least double bottom down here, so we'll see, come back and at least test that, or then go lower again before we get a breakout, in my personal opinion. We'll see what happens. We do our top-down analysis from here, Fibonacci. She's at resistance. Still in the discount zone, but she's got some work to do to get back there. And if it does go up, I would look at 21 ounces per Bitcoin with the first target. That'd be up at the 200 moving average on the 12 hour. Good place to go test. We're going to bounce. If we can make it up that high, I kind of see a double bottom happening here, but possibility of one. No definite signs, but that would happen a lot. Be watching for that. Some bullish divergence here. Ooh, RSI definitely did get into the oversold territory. wait a minute. There's a divergence between here and there on the momentum wave. I don't see divergence on the regular RSI at all, though. So I like to see some bullish divergence on these bottom areas on my fibs. That's kind of almost a mandatory requirement for my bottom fishing. But I do like this MACD. MACD looked like she's ready to party over here. Oh, she crossed. So yeah, it looks like this is gold against Bitcoin. So that would be an argument that gold. One of them's going up faster than the other. See how that plays out.
Candles, fucking candles. Why?
Vintage Garden, ladies.
Why can't you tell me? Up or down? Next. Green or red? Next. Fucking candle. Fucking candle.
Well, we had a little white line that we came down to in that area, and we seem to be coming up.
Is this bad?
Why did I make it a white line? It's not. Did we nail our targets? The 886. That's the line that's missing. That's the one that we were looking for it to bounce off of, right there. 886 Fibonacci retracement. You know, there's a recurring theme here. If you stick with me with the fibs, yeah.
One more high.
If you want to catch bottoms, you gotta have fibs, I think. Did we already do this? We must have looked at a different chart yesterday. I keep hitting the wrong name thing.
Is this better or one more
One more high.
fucking candle? Fucking candle. Tell me now, bearable. Fucking candle. Fucking candle. One more high, or is
It's a green. My color scheme is green as your buy entry.
candles? Fucking candles.
You want a safe stop loss, a safer stop loss. Try to get it a little below, just a little bit below the 113 Fibonacci.
Fucking candles.
So this little guy, if it bounces from here, let's see what the percentage looks like, because it could get crazy. Well, that's not too bad. It's 10%, 20% up to this area. Technically our first target there. She might bounce around a little bit on these guys. That's kind of what I'm seeing for ladies right now.
This time, it's different. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. I read the perfect setup, strong fundamentals and a list of grades, low float inside a buy-in. I told myself this time it's different.
I like to spend my time at least. I get you. I'll see what you did there. I forgot it.
This time is different. This time is different. This time is different. This time is different.
What the? $3? Are you shitting me?
I'm a genius. This time is different.
Who got pissed at time? This is on the dailies. This has been happening for days. I didn't know we were this low.
I stare at the red
I've never seen it. I don't think I've ever seen it this low. I don't think it's ever been this low. Dang. Look, confirmed green dot on the weekly. Some signs of bullish divergence. Not the strong that we had over here, though. I'm like, glad it gave us a lot, didn't it? Come on, guys, up to 20. Crazy. It's going to have a hard time getting above 15, looks like. Could look at it as a falling wedge. Breaks the upside 68% of the time. That's a nice one, too, though. That actually is a nice falling wedge. Let's check the bottom. Let's do some bottom checking. Let's put the rubber gloves on and see what we can fill out over here. Oh, nice. Well, you went below it, though. Why'd you go below it? Why'd you go below my target? You might be coming to one of these little boogers over here. What were you?
Back to zero.
Oh, this is on the weekly, too. Oh, what did you do over here?
Woke up to
786.
Thought it was Christmas morning.
No, you're not a butterfly. You can't.
Check my phone at the bus stop. Portfolio reborn.
But where did you come back to?
Mom said, put it in premium bond. I said, Mom, you're adorable. Now I'm refreshing chalks in the loo. Feeling deplorable.
Did I grab the wrong
Yeah,
one?
brilliant.
Grab the wrong one.
They said, just hold still, darling. The moon
Thought those numbers didn't look right.
The moon's got a mortgage and it's late on the pay. 'Cause the bull run is a fairy tale. Once upon a time, then they rang the closing bell. Big hands in the castle, small hands in the well.
Yeah, that can't work.
Is a fairy tale. Go to hell. Tambourine
Oh, I'm
hit
hoping it will
cliffhanger.
catch a little bounce here. I didn't know it was that cheap. Wow. That's crazy. Oh, it's trying. It's trying. It's trying. It's tried before, but
October wore the crown. November brought the
to get above $4, I think we might have a little bit of a chance there.
Now every month's a
Amazing.
guillotine. The charts are painted red.
I think I sold half my bag.
In pilots ace while we're financially dead.
I can't remember where,
They
though.
said, buy the dip, my
Probably somewhere around $12 or $13. I can't remember. And I thought I was getting the run end of the deal. I feel a little bit better about that half of the bag anyway.
classic.
$3.
The bull run is a fairy tale. Glass slippers, just a margin. Call size 12 triple L. They're gobbling up the satoshis we dropped when we fell. The bull run is a fairy tale. Go play faint. Oi. Once upon a block, there lived a little lamb. Then the wolf brought the
Thank you again, Baker, for your super chat. I appreciate that. If you're here.
Conditions apply.
Roll over.
8 bars, wonky synth, the treasure is like a slot machine, panic attack. Beep boop, sold. Retails on the group chat, typing when Lambo in caps.
Let's see if we can get back over to Bitcoin here.
Lamborghini. Captains going down with the ship, still saluting the collapse. Institutions in the VIP.
On the 1 minute time frame.
Vintage fear with the confetti on the floor that they vacuum once a year. The bull run is a fairy
Looks like a hand puppet. I'm just saying. Or I guess if you put it up here, it looks more like a hand puppet. Oh, those are what big eyes you have, Grandma. Oh, it's Cookie Monster. On a bad day.
Fairy tale, and with a cautionary tale they tell. Once upon a wallet. Once upon a wallet. DM. Once upon a wallet. DM.
Here we are on the 15-minute support at the 50 moving average. Trying to reclaim the 9. Need to see the 9 cross back over the 21. Let's get away from the screen cloud. See if we can break for the flag to the upside. And if you're going to look for a bull flag, this is where you'll mostly find them, okay? It's the ones that come after this that start getting a lot sketchy, especially the third one. Don't go for the third bull flag. Don't fall for the third bull flag. That's a trap. But right down here, you got a chance. Well, look, actually, this is our little guy right here. This is our little guy. Remember this guy? Oh, it's not. Or is it? No, I think you really resemble him. I think he's a version of our guy. Not the meanest version, but a version. So technically this would be a form of a triple bottom. Or a triple top since we reversed it. But this little guy is smaller than these two guys. It's kind of the opposite of a head and shoulders. And, these little bastards can be quite brutal if they're on the downside. But since luckily this one is at a bottom, remember we flipped it upside down. It's hinting that we'd be coming right up here to our trend line. Look at that. A little confluence for that measure moved up to 88. A lot of things point to 88. Just saying, we just hadn't got there yet.
Top or fake out, top or fake out. I'm still in doubt.
Is it broken or just joking? Is it
What's that? Oh, I saw a truck on it with paint on it. It looks like this Big Bird took a crack on it. That's funny. Appreciate you guys. Has that album ever got to YouTube yet? I don't think it's got over here yet. I don't know what the hell. Oh, the album's out! Right? No, wait a minute. No, is it? It says album. That's not. Oh man, they screwed it up again. That's not. That's a single, not a. YouTube screwed up my album release. Only on YouTube though. Everything else, but my gosh. You know what, YouTube? I'm just going to post it on my channel. Screw you. I'm just going to post it on my channel. I'm going to post it on my channel right now because I'm tired of waiting on YouTube. Watch me post my album. Can I?
Sell too early, miss the glory. Hold too long, watch it gone.
One more leg.
Top of fake out. Top of fake out. Sell a hole. One more leg or one more cold. Top of fake out. Top of
Oh,
fake
wait.
out.
Miss the move or lose it all. Top of fake out, hear the call.
Wait a minute. I can't release every song. I can't release them all as an album, can I? Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I can't do it that way. I forgot. It's not all one file.
Top or fake out. Top or fake
I guess I'll be on with DistroKid again.
Still in doubt.
Is it broken or just joking? Is it over or just slowing?
Oh, flag the left line. Where is it? That cloud's getting closer now. We don't want to see the cloud. Come on, gotta keep that support on that 50. All right, so we have not got above the 9 yet. 9 is still under the 21, so we're in danger of coming down here. Just be aware of it. If it does, it's no surprise. Then we'll start looking at the 100 moving average and this trend line down here, about 83,400. But we need to get above the 9. If we can do that, we might be able to break out. She got to make her decision. That cloud's getting here awful quick, and this is more symmetrical triangle than not, and you can't trust those bastards. Symmetrical triangle with a pennant shape, not as trustworthy, but if you were going to play one, right in here is worth where it's worth trying to play it. There's no refunds. All right, good night, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you all. I will see you on the next one. God loves you. Jesus loves you. And good luck trading on the weekend, man. I'm just going to probably chill. See you on the next one. Good night, everybody.